What's up, guys? This is former Springbok and Rugby World Cup winner Brian Havana. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tall with G-Man.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. It is recap time of Japan versus South Africa that took place earlier today in the quarter-final match. What a game it was. Some great moments, some scary moments, some brilliant moments, but first and foremost, hard luck to Japan for losing their game. And one also, congratulations to them for having the best World Cup they've ever had. It was heartbreaking watching the players quite emotional after the game. But one thing's for sure, they can definitely be proud of the performances that they gave during this World Cup. They're one hell of a nation who have really achieved something special to get to where they got. I don't think a lot of people were expecting them to make the semi or quarterfinals, and they did. They've proved so many people wrong. They won so many hearts. Today's game was definitely South Africa versus the world, because a lot of people were wanting Japan to win, and rightly so. They're a great nation who deserve the respect in this one, which was quite remarkable. If we look at some highlights of the game, obviously South Africa reached their fifth Rugby World Cup semi-final. England, New Zealand and Wales are the other teams in the last four, yielding 29 points. This quarterfinal was the lowest scoring match at the Rugby World Cup. So interesting results we've seen here, and it's just setting it up in order to be a great semi-final. When South Africa take on Wales next week, and England take on New Zealand in what should be one hell of a quarter-final game. If we look at some of the stats of the game, obviously Andre Pollard scoring the most points of the game. I thought Mapimpi had a stunning game. There's been a lot of questions whether him or Nkosi, but Mapimpi, for me, was man of the match, in my opinion. Great game. Faf also had a solid game. I will give him credit there. He did do his box kicking again, which cost us a few times. It was the odd one that we made, but majority of those kicks that he did, South Africa just couldn't capitalize on the ball, and that was something that I saw as a weakness. We weren't getting the high balls, and Willie Leroux did not have a great game as fullback. There was an opportunity for us to go for a try. He knocked the ball on. I know it was humid and a lot of moisture on the ball as well, but a player at that experience, a player at that skill, and what he's done experience wise, he should be taking those. So I wasn't very happy with his performance at all, and he also didn't pass the ball enough, in my opinion. Colby was solid in his opportunities that he made. It was a quieter game for him, but he was definitely there. Beast getting that yellow card for that spear tackle, very close to a possible red card. But I think due to their head not hitting the ground as much, they maybe just thought, okay, let's go with a yellow. He obviously admitted when he did it wrong and apologized straight away. Beast isn't a dirty player, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that happened. If we look at territory, the whole game 50-50, which was quite impressive. But Japan obviously had possession in the first half, really dominated the game, getting the points where they needed to, or getting the momentum. They just couldn't convert it into points. But they had a solid game. I really was impressed with the way they played. It's just South Africa capitalized on opportunities when they scored. Japan obviously only getting the third point, but he had a solid game. Mapimpi and Faf were the try scorers for this game, and hence why they were talked of the man of the matches. If we look at the attack side of things, meters carried 247 for Japan, 304 for South Africa. So very impressive there. Runs 120 versus 88. Carries over the gain line 36 versus 34. Passes of the game 186 from Japan and only 100 from South Africa. So a lot more of activity for Japan in the game. Defenders beaten 20 versus 14 to Japan. Clean breaks 6 versus 7 to South Africa. Offloads 14 versus 3 to Japan. And Mauls 1 10 from South Africa. Rucks 185 versus 66. Set pieces, obviously throughout, we saw Japan getting 8 out of 9 of their scrums. South Africa looked solid in the scrums when we had all our players on the field. We were really pushing at the start, but Japan also had their moments. Lineouts, 8 out of 13. South Africa definitely capitalized on the lineouts today and had a solid game. Unfortunately, this is what cost Japan, but in their game was set pieces. South Africa 10 out of 10, which is fantastic stuff. and 6 out of 7 for the scrums for South Africa too. So brilliant stuff from us. I was very impressed with our set pieces of the game. Discipline, we gave away 8 penalties, but so did Japan, and then we got the yellow card, which was the beast. Need to work on that going against Wales, because Wales are obviously a bit more of a tougher team. And we'll be aware of the situations going into this game, and we'll be aware of South African rugby. We've played them before. We've got a history with Wales. Last time we met, South Africa did lose, but in the World Cup we did win. So that will be a confidence booster for both teams as we go into it. Defense tackles made 91 from Japan and 140 from South Africa, but 20 of them were missed, 14 of them were missed. So that equals a percentage for Japan of 87%. They've missed 14 tackles, and then obviously South Africa 88% because they missed 20 tackles. Need to work on that a bit more. Turnovers won 3-9 for South Africa. Turnovers won in their own half 7-10 to South Africa, and then turnovers won up in the opposition half 13-8 to Japan. Wayne Barnes was the ref of the game. Didn't have the greatest day, I don't think. There were a few forward passes in the start of the game that were missed, in my opinion. Obviously, certain things towards Japan he also missed too. So it was pretty much both. He got calls wrong for both teams. And then, other instances, there could have been a few decisions here and there. But overall, I'm proud of the team. I'm proud that we got through to the semi-finals. I think it's a great achievement for South Africa. Look, I think we were favourites to go into this game. We are a stronger team. But one thing's for sure, Japan made me nervous. You could see it in the stream. For those who joined, thanks for joining. I was definitely nervous. I was tense for this game. And rightly so, because Japan are a great nation, and they were solid at the start, where they just moved forward, getting the game plans right, and really looked unbelievable in certain aspects. And if they could convert those things into tries, it could have definitely hurt us a bit. But obviously, with us getting the tries at the end there was great. We needed it. Getting that first try in the fourth minute, I thought was outstanding. Then I thought, whoa, South Africa are here. Now we're going to play. But then it got quiet again. And Japan really held their own and started to defend well. And were playing with momentum, but they just couldn't get points. And then obviously Faf getting a try in the 66th minute. And then Mapimpi in the 70th. So amazing stuff. Well done to Japan for getting to where they got to in this Rugby World Cup, and well done to South Africa for making it to the semi-finals. Next up is Wales. It's going to be one hell of a game. It's going to be tense. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be emotional. But I will be there streaming for it. I will be watching that one. It's going to be awesome. So Wales, all the best in your preparations this week. We shall see you soon, but I will preview and chat about the semi-finals later on in the week. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Subscribe to his channel for more rugby content. You won't regret it. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.